Hello, everyone. Welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. Welcome in, everyone. If this is your first time, I want to say welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you stay with us. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Okay. Today we're going to talk about dowsing. So I wanted to talk about dowsing today because it's such an important part of building on your intuition development, and also hearing the voice of your soul from within. And dowsing is very helpful for finding and seeking answers that you may not be able to find elsewhere, okay? And it just taps into that inner part of you that just knows because you know. It's the claircognizance of the clairs that you know in your inner gut or your inner feeling that this is a yes or a no, or you know a certain piece of information that you've been seeking. In Feng Shui, since this is Feng Shui Friday, Feng Shui, we use dowsing quite a bit for many different reasons. It's a big part of the Feng Shui consultation, actually. Especially when we're working with big landforms and we are trying to figure out where there's underground water or where there's underground toxic water, or if there's vegetation that's being affected. There's energetic interferences in the energy field of the grid of the planet. And so when we use the dowsing tools, we get our answers, right? We get our answers, and that's key. So we also can use dowsing for our own personal questions of life. Like, for instance, if you're into supplements, vitamin supplements, you can take your dowsing tool to the vitamin store with you and actually douse out which one is beneficial for your body and which one is not beneficial. Okay, so tapping into that inner intuition so that you start to develop a feel for a higher energy of frequency that is connected to the universal flow, right? That higher mind, that higher power, the unseen world that really affects us when we don't have access through our five senses. So I wanted to just come on and talk a little bit about dowsing tools and also dowsing in general, because we are going into the age of Aquarius. Well, we're in the age of Aquarius, but we're going into period 9, right? And I had talked a little bit about we are switching from period 8 in 2023 to period 9 in 2024. That is going to be a 20-year cycle that the energy is going to be very spiritual, okay? That means if you are tapped in to your inner intuition, your inner knowing, you're going to be able to make better decisions for your life, for your children's lives, for your family's lives, for if you're in a business, you're going to be able to make better decisions on a lot of different things. Because what we're going to see in this new period 9 cycle is that energy is going to be very much a part of everything that we do, and feeling the energy of things that we can't explain, but we just know that this energy feels good and this energetic influence feels not so good, okay? The duality of life, the light and the dark, and distinguishing between what is light, what is the dark, and what is in between, what is a balance between the two. And how do we make decisions on how to move forward in our life with that personal power, our will, the will of a higher intelligence through our own mind, our own guidance, our own ability to make choices and decisions for our lives. The more that we can be in control of our own decisions, right, and combined with the decisions of a higher intelligence, the more we're able to navigate the roads, the challenges, and all the pathway forward through our evolution. And that's why we came to evolve and grow. We came to the planet to evolve and grow. And we want to do it in the most effective manner. Instead of going in resistance, we are in the flow. And so Dowsing really helps with that. And Dowsing has really been around for when time began, you know. It's basically been around for, you know, since the planet Earth has you know, came into existence. The reason that people depend on that is because there is that inner knowing that has been handed down through the ages, that instinct within us to move forward in our lives. And so I'm going to just show you a couple of tools to use here. Now, I use a pendulum all the time. I mean, every day I use a pendulum. And this is my pendulum that I use. And I have a couple different ones that I use. I also have a bigger one, just depending on what I'm feeling for the need for that day. And you can really use anything that, you know, moves back and forth, horizontal and vertical, right? You hold it between your thumb and your finger very loosely, and you allow the pendulum to just move, right? All right, and then you ask the pendulum, please show me what yes means. Please show me what yes means. Okay, so yes, as you can see, yes is going vertical. Okay, now I'm going to ask my pendulum to show me what no is. Show me what no is. You see how it's going horizontal, right? I didn't move it. That's the energy. And once I know what my yes and my no is, then I can begin to ask my question. So the question is phrased in a way that it can be given a yes or no answer. And there you go. You get your answer. So, all right. Now, I'm going to ask my pendulum something that's true, okay? Just so that you can see what I mean. Is my name Sandra? Is my name Sandra? Yeah, see, it's telling me yes. It's telling me yes. Am I 25? No. I wish. So you see, the energy it's amazing the way it will give you your answers. We also have dowsing tools which we use as Feng Shui practitioners and also energy workers that are rods, dowsing rods. Okay. The rods are held between the two fingers very loosely so that the rods are able to move freely. And they're held right at the chest level. And this is what you would use for land parcels, okay? When I go out to do a Feng Shui consultant on a big, large land parcel, and I'm looking to see if there's any water sources, this is what I use, okay? When I look for energetic interferences on somebody's properties because they're having problems, this is what I use. I also use this in people's homes. Okay, if I want to see if there's any underground toxic water that's affecting any inside area of their home and life. And there's several reasons why we would look for that, which I won't go into on this very short video. But if you are having problems with stuck energy, then you want to know if you are on if your house, especially in the rural areas, okay, I'm not so much the cities or the suburbs, but if you live in a rural atmosphere, you never know what's underground, right? And because I lived in a town of Placerville at one time, and there was a lot of underground burial sites for the Indians that lived there, and gold panning, and that's where they did the hangings and things. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on in the land. People were building homes on these hill sites and having problems with vegetation or their livestock. Not, going, all kinds of reasons, okay? I mean, over the years, I've done all kinds of things that, would take me a whole video, an hour or two long, to go into all of the reasons. But the thing is that to realize that you can use dowsing rods for any question that you have in regards to underground interferences on a property, okay? Or another reason you can use these rods is originally I had taken a medical intuitive training for a while, for 5 years actually. I was in that training. That's where I got these, okay? And my teacher, Carol Reitberger, gave a pair of these to everyone to measure auras. And the aura of what we would do is stand across from each other and just see when the rods started to cross, okay? And where the aura began and where it ended, right? If there was any interferences in the auric field of a person, then we would pick it up with these. We would pick it up, whether it was over the head, at the crown chakra, all the chakras that are ethereal chakras, we call them, as well as all those chakras that are in our physical body, the 7 chakras, right? But there's other ones that are ethereal. So this is a tool that we use to pick up the energetic influences around the physical body that were affecting the body in some way, energetically or in the sense of disease, right? So they can be used for several reasons, and a great tool. And you can get a pair of these. I noticed they even sell them at Walmart. And they were sold out, so I guess people are using them, right? So, if you are wondering if something's going on in your home, then these are a good tool. But your all-purpose is this one, because this I can carry with me, and I do carry it with me a lot of times in my purse wherever I go. Because once in a while I will feel something, or I have a question that I want to know about, and I pull out my pendulum, I ask my pendulum, and I get the immediate answer. So it's really getting deep with your intuition. It's getting you to trust yourself in the decisions that you're making in life. And also, it's helping you to listen to the voice of your soul, right? What is your soul telling you? And this is going to become more and more apparent as we move in to 2024 and the years ahead, right? As we get more into working with more energetic things and less physical. So great to know. And one of the things I wanted to bring forward is I have this book on dowsing from Uri Geller, and I happen to be studying with Uri right now. He is one of my mentors. I'm in one of his classes, and I'm studying with him, learning more techniques in psychic development. Now, if you know anything about Uri Geller, he's very famous. He's one of the most amazing and accurate psychics of all time. He even works with the CIA and the FBI and all of the intelligence. He's just an amazing person. And he wrote this book, and I just want to promote it because I feel like it's really good. And he brings forward in his book, one of the things I wanted to mention here is that celebrity dowsers who over the centuries, Nobel Peace Prize scientists, world leaders, and best-selling novelists have all been noted dowsers. Leonardo da Vinci, Albert Einstein, Sir Isaac Newton, all have been said to be skilled at the craft of dowsing, right? Homer wrote of it in both his epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey, and Moses is said in the book of Numbers to have brought water out of the desert rocks by striking the ground with his stick. Another tool is a stick that people have used over the years. 400 years before Julius Caesar's day, the historian Herodotus recorded how people in Scythia, modern-day Ukraine, dowsed with willow rods. And the Queen of Sheba always traveled with dowsers who hunted for gold. And Robert Boyle, the founder of modern chemistry, described in 1661 how miners used dowsing rods to discover seams of lead. One gentleman who employed it declared that it moved without his will, and I saw it bend so strongly as to break in his hand. Those who have seen it may much more readily believe than those who have not. So very interesting. I highly recommend getting this book if you want to know more about dowsing. I also have written a little bit about the procedure of dowsing in my newsletter, and you know the drill, right? My link is below to get on my email list and to get subscribed for that. Okay, so that is a little bit of what I wanted to say about dowsing. And let me see, what else did I want to say today? I did want to talk a little bit about the Virgo full moon coming up on March 7th at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, change the time accordingly depending on where you are. The Virgo full moon is going to be pretty powerful. We're moving into a very powerful month of March. And like the story goes, March comes in like a lion, right? And it is going to, right? That's why I'm giving you these tools for intuition development. Because with this Virgo full moon, it's all about the details, right? Virgo is all about the details. It's all about your day-to-day routine, your day-to-day diet, exercise, organization, and not overthinking too much, okay? Because you'll get caught in that spiral, right? That downward spiral. No. Use these intuition tools to help you day by day make the decisions that you're getting intuitively to make that next move forward, because that's the kind of month it's going to be. It's going to be the kind of month where you may get caught up in the overthinking, and it's not helpful because the full moon in Virgo is going to be shining and illuminating that light on day-to-day aspects in your life. What needs to go? What's working in your life? What's not working in your life? What do you need to release and incorporate into your day-to-day life, your routine, your exercise, your diet, your health. Clean out anything that's no longer serving you. Look at those New Year resolutions that you made and see, are you sticking to them, and where do you need to adjust? Keeping a calendar is going to be very important. I always keep a daily, day-to-day calendar so that I can, kind of look at where I'm, what I'm doing, what I need to do, and what I'm not going to do. And, and I don't hold myself to it. It's just a guide. It's a blueprint of what I would like to bring into existence. And then I use my dowsing tools every day. I use the tarot, and I ask myself, I ask the universe, what is it that I need to do, and what path am I following today that is going to be in the highest and best good of myself and everybody that I come in contact with, okay? So it's a great tool to use. I would highly recommend getting yourself a pendulum. You can get them anywhere. And some dowsing tools, and practice this month, okay? And then leave it in the comments. Tell me how you did and how everything is going for you. And I'm just going to be so interested to see how everybody is doing on their intuition development, okay? So that's all we have for Feng Shui Friday today. I will pick a healing card for you guys, okay? Let's see. Let's see what we got here. With my double healing deck. Ooh, wow. Okay, that definitely wanted to come out. Okay. We'll just go with 2 today. All right. Okay, Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. So if anybody's thinking about starting any new business or any new venture, your timing is right on for that. Okay, get going, get going. And then we have Fiona. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Yes. So what this means is, and I just want to be clear that ask the angels for what you want and what you desire every day, because the angels, guides, your spirit guides, and your guardians, and the divine intelligence will not bring in what you desire if you don't ask. They will not interfere in your free will, okay? Angels will not interfere in our free will. So if there's something that you're desiring to bring into fruition, and it is in your highest and best good, ask for it. Ask through your prayer and meditation what it is that you would like, and see if it's delivered to you and in a certain way. It may come in a different way than you expected, but just be open to receive, okay? Be open and receptive to receive, and let's see what happens, okay? So that's all I have for you guys this week. I hope that was helpful for you, and I wish everybody a wonderful week ahead, and enjoy that Virgo full moon, and I hope everybody joins me next week. Come on back, all right, for more fun. All right, I'll talk to you soon, and namaste, my friends.